Hi, everybody. Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. I am so glad that the Canadian Postal Strike is over because I've been waiting for a few packages since November, since the strike started. So, in the week that, as of the filming of this video, in the week since the strike was over, I managed to get two packages I was waiting for, and both of them were from Mycomicshop. So today I decided that I was just so happy that I got those books that I would take the time and show you what I've been waiting for all this time, because some of them are very interesting. Others, not so much. They're more interesting to me. But I'm taking the time to share with you because I love comics. But before I get into it, I want to say thank you to a few people out there who have made this past year, although for me it's only been 7 months, very, very helpful on YouTube. I'm going to start with Alan, the comic collector geek. If I hadn't met him, if he hadn't pushed me, I wouldn't have done this. I want to thank Stephen Gentner for being a friend and being awesome. I want to thank Nate from Holyak Comics for being awesome and being a friend and having a great channel. As Lettuce Comics, Hagen, you've done a heck of a job since I've watched you. You are hilarious, and you have managed to turn something, we've managed to turn something you showed into a big thing. I also would like to take that time to thank the Immortal Biggie Shack for hosting me on programs and for joining me on occasion. He's been a big pusher on the channel, as has Bleecker Street Comics. He has really been helpful, and he has been a friend of the channel. As K-Pop Junkie has also been a friend of the channel. And just before, if I don't mention you, please don't get mad. Here are a few others that I've liked to watch over the past year. Mike at Lunch Money, Brandon at Mon Comics, still only 35 cents. Tyler at Pocket Full of Comics, and the Aussie comic collector, Martin, I believe his name is, Mr. Akins. All of you have done content that I've watched quite a bit of this year. And I also would like to say, Son of Crom, thank you for being awesome and running that contest this year. Now, but the biggest one I want to say is thanks to you who watch my videos. If you guys have all been very nice. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. You've left great comments over the. I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for everything we've done in the last 7 months. This channel is slowly growing, and I'm already pinching myself that I could not believe that this many people would want to see and hear what I have to say. I am absolutely stoked. Also, I am recording this the day after Christmas, Boxing Day here in Canada, and my wife and kids and my in-laws gave me this huge gift. They've given me an all expenses paid trip to the Montreal Comic Con as a gift this year. They're paying for the ticket, the hotel, and the gas. And honestly, basically, I've got to come up with the food and what I spend at the con. And honestly, I cannot believe they're doing this. It was absolutely fantastic of them. Thank you, Sarah and kids, and Bruce and Claire, my in-laws. Now, let us get to why we're here. The first book. Now, this is, again, combined two orders from... This is Action Comics 323, which I got to, of course, to extend my my run. I need 322, but that will fill a big hole again, and but I will get that probably on my next order. Here we have Batman Superman Annual 3. Now, I've been waiting for this book because I've been wanting it for another video that I plan on doing, but I still need another package for that to come in before I can do the video. So in the meantime, I'm just going to show you this cool cover, and you may guess what the topic is later, but I'm not saying anything. Next up, I don't know how many people know about our little ferret joke that was started with lettuce. But the next few books are all books that the ferret is in. These are the protectors. This is protectors number 1 with the ferret on the cover at the bottom. And protectors number 1, the alternative cover with ferret here ready to go to action. Next up, I bought this because of the cover. This is protectors number 7. Guess who the main star on the cover is? Come on, take a guess. Isn't he awesome? And the last book I've got from that thing is the Protectors 17, which is the issue that the ferret quits the team. And you see the ferret right here in the corner is getting ready again to launch. Now, this ferret, the number 1 was his first Malibu appearance. And that makes me feel better because I had ferret number 1, the one shot, and I thought that was his first appearance in modern era, but it turns out I was wrong, and we've got this now, and so everything is covered. I also got a freebie here. This is Vault Comics Beyond Real number 1. I do not know anything about it, but it was given to me free because I bought this at a Black Friday sale. So I'm interested in reading it to see what's involved. Next up, I got John Sable Freelance number 1, which is the first appearance of John Sable. I had ordered this in order to do a video, but I went ahead and filmed that video without this book. So I'm going to show it now because I think it's great to have first appearances, especially when the character is made by one of my favorite artists, Mike Grell. Next up, the next little bit are all from one title, and I'm sure you're familiar with the title, if not the content. The title is Adventure Comics, which is another title, a little bit more about me. My favorite books have always been, although I like characters, I've always liked anthology books. I like the idea of there being 2 or 3 stories an issue with different characters in them. As a result, as a kid, I fell in love with books like adventure, detective, and action, and even books like Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Tales, because they sound, well, Marvel Tales sounded like an anthology, so I bought it for a little bit. But Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Team Up, even DC Comics Presents, anything that had more than one hero was pretty cool. I always like groups. I mean, I have my favorite heroes, and I do like solo stories of those heroes, but I've always liked team-ups and anthology books the best. So I'm going to show you the adventure comics I got in these two. This is combined. By the way, the whole thing is combined for the two. This is Adventure Comics 427. This is the last one I needed in a very brief period after the Supergirl run, where there were 3 issues of just pure adventure comics. There's no 428 became the Black Orchid. So I had 425 and 426. Here's 427. That finishes those 3. The next batch are all Aquaman centric. We have Adventure Comics 442, $444, which I like because it has a giant flying shark on the cover, and Ocean Master and Aquaman are fighting. And death before dishonor. That's what it says in the bottom there. Next up, we have issue 448, which is a nice Jim Aparo cover. By this point, by the way, his son had been killed, and he's going on a quest to get Black Manta and find out information. Here we have Adventure Comics 475, which has 3 characters on it. You've got Aquaman, Plastic Man, and Starman. And I believe it's not the first appearance of Starman, but it's one of the first appearances in Adventure Comics. Starman would be in the book until Adventure 480, I think. Could be 481 was the first Dial H to Hero. So with Chris and Vicky. So next up, we've got 478, which I think is one of the last Aquaman issues. And in this one, he confronts Black Manta. You can see Black Manta on the cover, riding a shark. Another, this is actually Buckler and Giordano cover. So it's one of the few Aquaman covers that was not done by Jim Aparo in this period. By this point, Jim Aparo was pretty much exclusively doing Batman and Brave and the Bold. We got 2 more books to go. This one is Superman 283, which I find interesting because Superman is, instead of becoming Clark Kent, has gotten himself another secret identity as a Wall Street tycoon. Because apparently in Metropolis, they have a Wall Street that is also where business is done. No, it's not New York at all. Never mind that you see the Statue of Liberty in the Superman 1, but the movie there. However, the last book I'm going to show has a little story behind it. Nate from Hall Yeah Comics sent me an AOK not too long ago. By the way, I also want to thank Steve Driscoll. I almost forgot you, Steve. I'm sorry. You've been a great... it's not that I've forgotten you per se. It's just going in my mental list. You have been awesome as well. You've been a great fan of the channel, and you do a great channel yourself. To my fans, if you have not checked out Comics with Stevie D, do so, because he's down to earth. He knows his stuff. He does his research, and he's just a delight. He's a fantastic, nice person. But back to the story. The Weird was a series where Nate sent me in the AOK, where he sent me issues 1, 2, and 4. Well, here's issue 3. I have now completed the series, and I look forward to reading it. You can't go wrong. This is a Justice League International story. Nate and I are both big fans. So I'm looking forward to doing the reading. That is the 2 packages I've received so far. I am very happy that the mail is back. Most people were like, yeah, whatever. But mail is such a part of our hobby, by sending packages back and forth and receiving it, because, face it, couriers are just so expensive that it is important that as a comic book fan, it is an essential part of the collecting, just as much as going to Comic Cons and to our local store. If you like what I've seen, please tell me so. Comment below. Comment if you've got any of these books. Comment if you don't like the books. Comment if you like the books. I don't care. I like discussion. I like seeing what people have to say. It's great to know what your opinions are. Please like the channel. Please subscribe to the channel if you like it. I'd really appreciate it, because we are going to be doing a lot of interesting topics this year, and I call it a little thing. I would like some people to, there are topics coming that I think that a lot of people will be interested in. So I'm hoping that if you hit a like and subscribe, you'll be able to see my videos when they come up, so that you can see the content and decide for yourself whether it's important or not. Thank you very much for your time today. My name's Matt, and I like comics. And I hope you do too.